What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe because it really helps my channel grow. Today, we're going to be talking about two fragrances, that is Rasasi Hawas Highness and Rasasi Hawas Overdose. These are two completely different fragrances. One goes in a fresh, luxurious direction, while the other one goes into a warm, sweet, and seductive. And here's the crazy thing. I don't even own the original fragrances that these are inspired by, but after wearing these two, they honestly make me want to go purchase the original because they're that good. Now let's get into it. Let's do a quick overview. Hawas Highness is inspired by Suspiro by Brado. This one is all about freshness, citrus, elegance, and versatility. Where Hawas Overdose is inspired by PDM Altair. This one is warm, sweet, creamy, and incredibly addictive. Let's discuss presentation. First off, I think both bottles look fantastic, and Rasasi did a really nice job with the presentation. However, I do have to mention a couple quality control issues. Both bottles had cap issues where the inner piece of the cap would pop out, and I could simply just push it back in to put it into place. And then on the Hawas Overdose, I also had an issue where the collar on the atomizer came out, and I had to push pretty hard for it to get it to stay in place. Thankfully, none of these issues affected the scent or the performance. But I think it's important to mention because this channel is all about giving you the good and the bad. Presentation wise, they look premium, but the build quality could definitely be improved. Now let's discuss about the opening comparisons, starting with the Hawas Highness. This thing immediately hits you with that bright, refreshing burst of citrus and spices. It smells clean, vibrant, and honestly has an expensive quality to it. I've been wearing Hawas Highness a lot lately because it's been really hot outside, and this fragrance has not disappointed me once. The best way I can describe this is, imagine you've been sitting in a hot room for hours and you suddenly walk outside onto like a cold, cloudy day before it's about to snow, and you get that rush of cold, crisp air instantly refreshing you. That's exactly how Hawas Highness makes me feel when I wear it. Of course, fragrance is subjective, and your experience may be completely different, but that's the imaginary that comes to my mind every time I put this on. It just smells so good. It's fresh, uplifting, and honestly one of the easiest fragrances I've reached for during this hot weather. Then we have Hawas Overdose. This one goes in a completely different direction. Right away, you're greeted with spices and this creamy sweetness that starts developing immediately. As it settles, you're gonna be getting the vanilla, praline, and this smooth chocolate richness that makes this fragrance incredibly addictive. Now let's discuss about the dry down comparison. As Hawas Highness dries down, the florals and the woods start showing up. Everything is blended together beautifully and creates something smooth, sophisticated, and refined. The dry down smells upscale, refreshing, and incredibly easy to wear. Then we have Hawas Overdose. The vanilla in the praline becomes the star. It gets creamy, warm, and slightly gourmand and incredibly addictive. Now let's talk about the chocolate note because I truly think that Rasasi absolutely nailed it. The chocolate here is sweet but not overly sugary, and thankfully it's not headache-inducing. Something about the chocolate fragrance can become too rich or smell like straight up candy, but this one stayed balanced. Instead, it adds this smooth richness that's just strong enough to keep me pulling back just for another smell. Honestly, this fragrance has a seductive quality to it. It's warm, creamy, inviting, and every time I wore it, I kept smelling my wrists. And that's saying something because I don't even own the original fragrance that this is inspired by. But if the original is anywhere this good, I might have to pick it up. Let's discuss about performance comparisons. Performance on both of these has been amazing. Hawas Highness easily gave me an all-day wear with that great longevity, solid projection, and that really nice scent bubble without being too overwhelming. And Hawas Overdose also performed incredibly well. If anything, it may have a slight edge in longevity simply because it's a sweeter fragrance that tends to hang around longer. Neither one disappointed me. Especially considering their price point, I think the performance is generally impressive. Now let's discuss about versatility. This is where they separate. But honestly, both of these fragrances work incredibly well in the office settings. Hawas Highness is naturally the easiest office reach because it's fresh, uplifting, and it never feels overwhelming. It's the kind of scent that you can wear all day and feel refreshed by. Hawas Overdose surprised me because even though it's sweeter and warmer, it never came across too cloying or too much. The sweetness feels controlled, and I think you can absolutely wear this in the office, especially if you control your sprays. Where they differ is outside the office. Hawas Highness is the one that I reach for during the hot weather, running errands, casual wear, and as an everyday signature scent. Hawas Overdose really shines during evening, cooler weathers, night outs, and date nights. Both are amazing office fragrances, but they excel in different situations once you leave work. Let's discuss about the complement factors. Both of these are compliment-worthy fragrances. Hawas Highness smells fresh, clean, attractive, and expensive, where Hawas Overdose smells warm, seductive, and attention-grabbing. There are just different type of compliments. One says, "You smell really fresh," and the other one's like, "Wow, you smell amazing." Let's discuss about the price and the values. I honestly think that both of these offer a fantastic value. Again, I don't know the original fragrances that they're inspired by, but after wearing these two, they're making me seriously considering buying the originals. That's how much I've enjoyed them lately. Scent profiles are excellent, the performance has been amazing, and outside the minor presentation issues, I really don't have any complaints. So, who should buy each? Buy Hawas Highness if you want an everyday fragrance that's fresh, versatile, and smells so much more expensive than the price tag. Buy Hawas Overdose if you love sweet fragrances, enjoy vanilla and gourmand notes, and want something that's warm, seductive, and incredibly addictive. Skip Highness if you only want to wear darker, sweeter fragrances, and then skip Overdose if you absolutely dislike sweet fragrances. Let's discuss about my personal favorite. Now, if you're wondering which one I personally enjoy the most, I'd probably go with the Hawas Highness right now. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a better fragrance. It simply fits my lifestyle more because I can wear it anywhere, anytime, especially in the hot weather. But I have to give Hawas Overdose credit because every time I wore it, I kept smelling my wrist. And it's seriously addictive. Honestly, I think Rasasi knocked it out of the park with both of these. Now let's discuss about my final verdict. If you want a fresh, versatile, and easy daily to wear, go for the Hawas Highness. If you want sweet, warm, and something that feels cozy and seductive, go with the Hawas Overdose. I genuinely think that you can't go wrong with either one. And if you tried either one of these fragrances, let everyone know what your experiences are down in the comments. Because performance and preference can vary from person to person. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.